Oh, hi! The weekend, and our first weekend twofer for the year. Now, actually, I wasn't really supposed to be making twofers since at the moment there's not much going on in K-pop. Uh, the most recent event that has happened is the Golden Disc Awards that was just done around last week. Yeah, last week. Basically a few days ago in Fukuoka, Japan. Now the Golden Disc Award is actually, I guess it's the first for the year celebrating the best of last year, and as usual, Eyelet won. Eyelet won the best female rookie of the year in the Golden Disc, and the usuals actually won as well. There's 17 Espa. So the usual people actually won since you can already see the trend of the winners. And another thing also are the stages, the music stages. Well, some of the performers I like to perform were Isna, of course, Isna, which is my second bias now. Second bias group Isna. Le Seraphim did a really good rendition of Crazy, and also did a new song. They performed a new song. And their Crazy is also on a remix. Eyelet also performed. Actually, what is noteworthy there is that due to technical difficulties, Eyelet had to perform their stage performance twice. So they did it for first time, and then there was a problem in it, and then uh, they had to re-perform it after the daysangs or the major awards have been given. So kudos to Eyelet. I mean, now most netizens, K netizens have been saying that is it sabotage? Is it I guess a diss on them? But we'll never know since it can happen, right? It can happen, but some of the things that has happened to Eyelet, especially on these award stages, has been in SBS, in the SBS in Cagayo uploads of the video of their performances. There was a 16-hour delay in uploading Eyelet's performance. It was uploaded first, and then it went on private for 16 hours, and then it was re-released. And by that time, the views from the other groups have already gone up, so it has affected Eyelet's views. But well, they won. They still won. Now this one that they had to repeat their stage performance, which when I saw the video of it, still good. Actually, it was, and also I was really, I like the remix, the magnetic remix also there. So personally, it was cool, and also they did another separate stage for Iroha to show her skills, which is, and the attire she wore was the boxing attire, which is in the concept video for I Like You. It's actually the only time that I saw her do that outfit. So I'm not sure if it was an afterthought or they just finally, or they really planned it. But then again, at least we finally saw Iroha in that concept. And now, also, part of it was part of the video, part of the attendees in the Golden Disc Awards was new jeans or old shorts. But the thing is, what made me happy is that at least for the first time, I think, no, I'm not sure if it's really them, if they really interacted, but previously in the I'm not sure if it's in the Mnet Awards or no, I think it's in SBS also, that they did a quick interaction, Eyelet and New Jeans. I'll call them New Jeans for now, since they did interact with Eyelet, wherein Hyen bowed to the members of Eyelet. Now I'm not sure if Hani was bowing to them, but since she bowed in their direction, wherein it's Eyelet, and then there's the Seraphim. So I really can't tell. But then again, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, and thank you. And for that, I'll keep calling you Eugenes. But that goes into my next topic, which is the gift that keeps on giving, Min Hee Jin. Now, it should be quiet, but then again, we should remember if you remember my previous videos, Belift Lab, which is the label of Islet, and Source Music, which is the label of Le Seraphim, has filed lawsuits against Min Hee Jin, basically for defamation and for disruption of business, basically, due to Min Hee Jin's I guess rumors that allegedly she has spread. Now, in my previous videos, the start of the case should have started late last year. But then again, because of the delays, it finally happened just yesterday. Right? Now the case has started, and during that time, both the CEO of Belift and Source did not attend. It was just their lawyers, as well as Min Hee Jin side. Right? So, what they were talking about basically is that Belift is suing Min Hee Jin for defamation, where it was said that Islet copied New Jeans. Right? And they also set up their arguments, as well as Min Hee Jin's camp also putting up their defense. Now, one of the things that they were saying is that on the side of Belift Lab or Islet is that the final concept of Islet has already been finished on July of 2023, wherein it was just informed that the informant just was able just to release it on August 28, 2023. Wherein that means that the concept has already been pre-decided. It's already been made even before them finding out, or I mean even before it was leaked, right? Another thing also is that the things that Min Hee Jin was implying as copied, like pictures, especially the handbook pictures. Belift was able to show evidence wherein New Jeans was not the first to do the handbook photos. Actually, they showed the picture of the former Source group G Friends, who by the way, G Friends is actually one of the, I would say it's actually one of the better groups under Source Music. But then again, they have since disbanded. 3 of the members became VVs, but they actually did a reunion, a 10-year reunion in the GDA. So pretty timely. But they also showed an example, a picture of a handbook picture of the G Friends group. So it was like, what are you talking about that what you're doing is original? It's not. It was done before. On top of that, they've also showed dance moves, right? Specifically, some of the hopping moves that New Jeans were doing in 2023, 2024, were done by other groups, specifically G Friends, in 2015, and also some hand movements done by Izwan. Izwan is actually also another disbanded group, and which shows that the dance movements, the dance steps that they were talking about were not originally with New Jeans to begin with, right? Now the thing is, Belift is suing Min Hee Jin because due to her the negative press and the negative and also with the reasons that she has with the allegations of plagiarism, that it has hurt Eyelet's performance, sales decline, also with regards to the health. They also indicated how Won Hee was scrolling through the hate messages, because there was hate messages sent when they were doing live streams. So that's also one thing that they were putting in their arguments, and they're suing Min Hee Jin for 2 billion won. I guess that's around $1 million or $1.5 million. Now, also is that they also indicated that the concepts for Eyelet and for New Jeans is totally different, in the sense that Eyelets is, I guess they're putting it at a dream core. Definitely, Eyelet is dream core with the concept of teenagers in reality, which includes why their songs are about crushes, about being in love, being infatuated with people, and with the dress, I guess it's called, the art concept of like girls in dresses or gowns with sneakers on, right? That's the general concept for Eyelet. While New Jeans is actually more of a nostalgic throwback to the Y2K concept. So there's big differences there. Even for the outfit, especially recently with New Jeans' outfit being more like those jumpsuits, those TLC style jumpsuits, which is basically very, very Y2K. So they brought out those reasons. Now in the defense, Min Hee Jin's defensive team then countered by saying what Belift is doing is an appeal to emotion, right? But I personally, of course, it's clear that I stand Eyelet, but then how could it be an appeal to emotion when there's the hate, and that the allegations of plagiarism came from netizens, and that they even gave the excuse that that it should have been, they were planning to resolve it privately, but then again the audit, which is wherein they found that Min Hee Jin was trying to pull New Jeans away and build her own label when the audit happened. So I mean, it doesn't add up. Personally, it doesn't add up. So just because there was an audit because of that, but the thing with Belift is a different case. It's plagiarism, right? And that it's just a way for Hybe, the umbrella company which owns those labels, as a way to silence her, and this calling her, like, she's using herself as a whistleblower, which is why she's getting sued. On the source media, on the other hand, that's just one. Remember, that's just still Belift Lab, which is Eyelet. There's another one with Source Media. Now, Source Music Media, I think it's Source Media now. Source is the label of La Seraphim, wherein she was saying that promises were broken to her because she was supposed to set up the first girl group of Hybe. But then again, Source was also saying that she did that by but she kept delaying the group, delaying the problems, delaying the concept until a door was formed, right? So because the reason there is that Dispatch, one of the tabloid, the K-pop tabloid, not K-pop, well, Korean tabloids, released an expose with regards to the New Jeans girls plus 3 other trainees were actually Source trainees, and that they were already asking for the concept, but Min Hee Jin kept delaying until she was able to get a deal with the Hybe chairman Bang Si-hyuk to have her own label, and she was initially hired really just for branding. Now, Min Hee Jin's defense for that was to saying that, but Bang Si-hyuk was it was given to me by Bang Si-hyuk. I was given this opportunity to do my own label, but that doesn't that doesn't count. But that doesn't answer the question, why did you keep delaying your job with Source? You initially had the thing with Source. So there was actually two groups. There's A and B. And since Le Seraphim was able to build their concept, prepare, and I guess because two members already had debuted before in Eyes One, then the Seraphim debuted because Min Hee Jin kept delaying and delaying the concepts for which is supposed to be new jeans. So those are some of the defenses. Now, with regards to Source, they're suing her also for the same thing, for disruption of business, defamation, but it's on a lesser amount. It's around 50 million won, so it's around $380,000 more or less, and the reason that they're citing her for that and for her losses is because she delayed the launching of which would have been new jeans. Now, another thing, by the way, another noteworthy thing is that Belift Lab used Taekwondo, the martial art Taekwondo, as a reference in terms of what is plagiarizing moves, because they said that like in Taekwondo there are moves that are set moves or movements, which basically is already been used or being standardized, which they would say that what Eyelet did is our standardized moves, and on top of their defense that what New Jeans were doing were also similar to other groups. But honestly, I would have added that the New Jeans concept was actually a copy of the jeans concept of Mexico. So I'm not sure personally. I'm thinking that don't F it up. I mean, don't mess it up. Belift, Source, don't mess it up. Law firm, fix it, because this is something that because it did hurt. I mean, despite Eyelet winning, Eyelet won despite all this. I do believe that had they debuted smoothly, they would have been a lot bigger. They might be even big because the songs are catchy. The reason why they got famous was because the songs are catchy. But that's catchy despite the hate. So, in a way, it could have helped. But if they gone smoothly, it would have been a lot more people would have loved them, right? And now another thing also is that days before the hearing, another expose came out, and now this is not Dispatch. It is already from another paper, wherein Davolink, the Davolink CEO Park something, I forgot. I'm sorry. Spilled the beans, or I guess made a tell all, wherein Min Hee Jin approached him. Davolink is a router company maker who was trying to get into entertainment, and it has shown that in his tell-all that an uncle of one of the New Jeans members talked to him about setting up a new company, and Min Hee Jin talked to him for around 3 hours to about setting up a new company, which is directly opposite what Min Hee Jin said, that she never met with the guy. But what this tell-all supports the Dispatch expose, wherein they showed Min Hee Jin and the uncle going to the house of that Davolink chairman. And that happened before Min Hee Jin left Adore. So what does that do? That actually adds up to her losing the shareholders agreement, because what she did was something which will hurt Adore. She initially won her injunction because what she was doing was saving Adore, but is in favor of Adore. But this one, she's doing something to sabotage Adore, right? And it's not gonna hurt. It's not gonna. I really think it's not gonna help her case. Now the thing there is, it's funny because that Davolink CEO didn't do it because he had a hit of conscience. No, he was doing it out of greed, because he planned to earn a little bit something for himself. Which, because the discussions didn't pan out, and he felt angry because due to what Min Hee Jin said, his stock prices went lower. Then that's why he's on a rampage. So it's basically just greed, right? It's greed on both their parts. But then again, I think if it's gonna help Hype, then I hope it does, because um, things are not going well for her. But there's still lawsuits. So anyway, so just basically just like some updates with regards to this. I do the next court date will be on March. I hope it pushes through this time, and that doesn't add to the fact that the mediation. Remember, there's also another thing with Min Hee Jin with regards to the sexual harassment. A defamation case also in sexual harassment, wherein a former Adore employee accuses one of Min Hee Jin's directors of sexual misconduct, to which Min Hee Jin did not help her. She did not attend the mediation, which was supposed to happen around late December. All she needed was an apology. That's all she wanted, which she didn't even give. Right? So so this time she's going to court on that as well. So now I think her house of cards are now falling. So I'm not sure what's happened, but personally, on my views on this, well, first off, she deserves it. Second, well, if she has been using media and she has been using emotion for the longest time, now she has to cough up her facts, because Belift brought facts, Belift brought receipts, and if people are saying that dispatch or people are company stands or Hybe stands or Hybe or bought by Hybe, remember it was dispatch who was spreading the rumors about Suga. So they're not supporting Hybe. They're just supporting themselves and supporting a scoop. So I just hope that now that the court case is now starting, I hope that it gets resolved. Personally, I want it resolved in Hybe's favor, because it is gonna hurt investments. It's gonna hurt future investors for the industry. But I honestly, at this point, since the process has already started, well, let's see how it goes. Let's see where it goes. I'll put up links. I'm gonna be using Boy, since it is Korean, and he also translates it to English. So I'm gonna be using that as my links. Also, I'll be posting links of Eyelet's performance in GDA as well as ISNA. Yay! And I'm very proud. I'm still very proud of Eyelet, and I love the performance. And another news also is that they will be doing a Japanese song on February 14th called Almond Chocolate. It's going to be in the OST of a Japanese movie. So I'm very excited for Eyelet in 2025, and my popcorn will always be ready for Min Hee Jin in 2025 as well. And happy 2025, and I hope that it gets better.